already we have completed first chapter, and this is the second chapter here. Most important here, 8th class you already entered into the next level of education, so biology is the important topic for you hereafter. If you opt for BPC, these topics are most important here. If you're not understanding these chapters, again and again you just to see the video, understood? So second chapter, it is that cell, the basic unit of life. So this is the important chapter here, where you will learn the same chapter in the higher classes, that means 9th class. So if you are not understanding, again and again there is no hesitation to see the video again, understood? So second chapter deals with the cell, the basic unit of life. What is that here? In first chapter we discussed about what is science, then immediately we are coming into the main biology topic here, cell. So these all topics to understand, first we will discuss about what is the definition of that. So some years ago, Athanasius Kircher, 16th century, Swammerdam, Jan Swammerdam, and Antony van Leeuwenhoek. These three persons, who are they again? Athanasius Kircher, Jan Swammerdam, Antony van Leeuwenhoek, and Robert Hooke. These four scientists worked on biology to understand what it is mean. So after many years, what they have understood means here, for all the organisms on this planet, whether it is fishes or otherwise, whether it is trees or whether any animals which are living on the earth, for all these things here, basic starting living material means cell. They understood this thing. That means these are all formed by a basic structure is called as a cell. So what is the cell here? Can discuss that our body is made up of made up of many cells. Trees are made up of many cells. Animals are made up of many cells. Aquatic animals are made up of many cells here. So every time we will discuss about cell, cell, cell. So what does it mean here? Cell means here the basic structural and functional unit of life. That means here a tree is there. So how can a tree will live here? Only with the help of a cell. Many cells combine to form a tree. So millions, crores of millions together will form a tree here. So for this information, three scientists in the 16th century and late 17th century here really worked hard. Athanasius Kircher, Jan Swammerdam, Antony van Leeuwenhoek, and Robert Hooke. Years are not important for your exam, but centuries you need to remember. Only that too, they won't ask in any of the exam, but you need to understand the level. In 16th century, which scientist worked. In 17th century, which scientist belongs to. In 18th century until now, 21st century. Like that, you need to remember here. So in olden days, to see microorganisms, how they used to involve. For example, we can see a tree, big tree, yes, and we can see a cat, yes, we can see a rat, we can see a mosquito, but can we see invisible organism in a drop of water? In a drop of water, how many organisms are there? Can we see? No, we cannot see with our eye. It needed only microscope. And if you remember, these whole scientists created a history in discovering their own microscopes. So do you knows are important in this 8th class, 9th class, and 10th class here. Wherever you find do you knows here, it is important that these are prepared from a very great research work by different groups of scientists. So scientists only prepared this one and given in our biology textbooks here. Antony van Leeuwenhoek belongs to 16th century and the mid of 17th century, but in 1674 he was the first human to see living bodies like bacteria, yeast, protozoa, red blood cell. That means our cells, blood cells. And in a drop of water, he have seen many several organisms. He also prepared several types of magnifying glasses also. In fact, he was a lens maker. Spectacles, you don't know. So that lens maker, this person was. And he used these lenses, spectacle lenses, to observe both living and non-living things by using an instrument called as microscope. So he used to see our blood also. That means humans blood he used to see, and birds feathers he used to see, and mosquitoes they used to see in this arrangement. So they made, that means spectacles are there and magnifying glasses are there here. So magnifying glasses for what purpose here? To see a small object into bigger object here. And so by using these kind of cells here, he introduced a instrument called as microscope here. So what was the earlier model of a microscope here? It was in 1665 year, Robert Hooke, if you remember. He was a British scientist here, and he observed some barks, slices of bark, a tree called as oak tree. Oak tree he has taken, and this area he was taken, and he has observed under his water oil microscope here. Here the picture what you are seeing is about Robert Hooke's microscope. So this oak tree he has selected, and this bark region he has selected, and after that he taken small part and he has focused here in this region, and he has seen through eye from here this direction. After that he observed that amazing picture here. What is that amazing picture? Means that inside a tree what will be present? He understood that inside a tree these kind of structures are present. So when he focused, the cells are present in the oak tree bark. So from the oak tree bark he has taken, and he assumed that these are like honeycomb structures. Honeycomb, that means honeybee home have you seen? So like that will be there. So these all the structure he observed, and after that what happened, he named it as like a small rooms. He don't know what to put that name, so small rooms are there inside this tree, oak tree. Then after that what happened again, he made another to understand that we need to make one activity here. So how we cannot bring a oak tree, but oak tree will be in our home, how? In the form of a mastic. Mastics are prepared with the help of oak tree bark only. Understood? So oak tree bark, what we will do here, we just take a small, this is the what, matchstick. This matchstick overnight we need to dip in a water. Next day morning what we need to take here, we need to just cut into slices. How we need to cut here? If this is a matchstick here, you need to cut very small pieces here. So very small piece you need to take here and put over a slide. Then under microscope you need to put this one. So after putting like that, then we will realize here what are the instruments we use here. Microscope we used, water we used, beaker we used here, and mastic, and a slice blade also. Understood? So blade also we used. So to cut that matchstick, after cutting that matchstick, if we focus under microscope, then we can see a good picture. Understood? About different kinds of cells which are present. This is when school activity, when school starts, you need to do in your school laboratory. If school laboratory is not there, make your classroom only into a laboratory. Understood? Next activity 2 is there. Activity 2 is about observing an onion peel. Have you seen onion peel like this here? You need to take a small piece of onion peel, and what we need to take here, that here you need to make a two pieces here. Two pieces means inside that only two pieces are there. On onion peel it has one peel on one side, other peel on the back side. So like this you need to take the onion peel, and after that a small membrane will be there. You need to remove that membrane and just put over that membrane on a slide. After that you add one drop of water and cover it with a cover slip here. In the market will be there, or in the laboratory will be there. In school laboratory or otherwise in the classroom also you can get from the bookstore. This is slide, this is a cover slip, and this is what the membrane. So after that you will observe cells in the onion here. After looking under microscope, this if you put under microscope, then we can see the cells here. So if we make this image bigger size, it will appear like this here. Understood? So here you can see the process here. Onion we have taken a small portion, we have cut down and taken broken this onion into two pieces, and in the middle we can get a small layer. That layer if you focus under a microscope, then you can see a series number of cells here. So that series number of cells will understand like this here. You can see same like this only onion peel cells will be present. If we see under microscope, immediately it will observe like that. Can you see how the cells are there here? This is through microscope. Microscope roughly I am drawing here. So this is what like roughly, and here if you put that, then it will maximize like that. Can you see here rooms are there, little rooms? So by seeing this kind of rooms only, Robert Hooke has named it as a tiny rooms. Tiny rooms like that. And inside that part is there. That means inside the onion, if you see in the kitchen room, we need a microscope. Then what will happen here after focusing under microscope? Onion will look like this. Inside the onion it will look like that. Can you see how neatly the cells are arranged here? Like this, like this, like this, like this. Inside every cell, can you see one dot is there here? Here is one dot, here is one dot, here is one dot. Everywhere dots are there here. So that dots are called as nucleus. So in a cell, three parts are there: cell membrane, cytoplasm, nucleus. These three parts will be most important here. And two activities have been completed in the this is the only introduction. If you have not understood about this topics anywhere, again you rewind the video and watch it will understand for you clearly. In the next coming classes we will discuss about other another activity, so that you will understand more about biology second chapter.